maybe he's wanting to write more books, and he thinks that this is going to be the great marketing plan, the great catalyst for that. Maybe he wants a radio show, TV show. Maybe he does want to form an organization that people will donate to, some kind of a PAC that he can have control over, and have all those dollars available to him. Maybe that's what it is. Because it sure doesn't look as though he's really going for the party's nomination, because he is discounting, is not flat out alienating a lot of Republicans. And is showing no interest whatsoever to get the Republicans that are supporting Romney at this point. All he wants to do is continue to court the far right wing of the party. Well, you already have as much of that as you're going to get. And I think what's going to happen is, as his desire is to court more and more of those people, he's actually going to lose more and more of those people. Because, except for like a Wall Street, many of them don't want Obama to win. They don't see Romney as being a horrible alternative to Obama. They would rather have Romney in and Obama gone in 2012. And then pull Romney to the right with Congress, with the House and the Senate. You know, Romney, clearly not as hardcore conservative as many Republicans would like. But at the same time, you put Romney in with a real conservative House and quite possibly a Republican majority Senate, even if it isn't real hardcore, then you're going to have an easier time governing from the right and moving in that direction. What you also have to keep in mind, Democrats are going to be able to play the same game that Republicans played over the 4 years of Obama, and insist that everything that comes out of the Senate gets 60 votes. And they're not going to get that. If they go hardcore, you're going to have to compromise a little bit. And in democracy, in this system of government that we have, it's not designed for we rule, you just follow. Our system is designed with compromise, the art of negotiation. But right now, Republicans don't want to negotiate. They really don't. They just, this is the way we want it. And for many, the idea that Romney would be willing to is offensive. Which is why I made the comment earlier in the last hour that Reagan wouldn't do well right now. Because Reagan had a complete track record of a willingness to work across the aisle and negotiate and deal with Democrats. And his idea wasn't a do-nothing government for 8 years. But it's almost as though Republicans would rather have a do-nothing government than to do something. Even if they get partial, they'd rather have no victory than partial. Santorum at this point, especially with the comments he made on Sunday with his attack on Terry McDonough from Franklin Marshall. We've had Terry on countless times. I can't count how many times I've had him on my show. He's been on countless other shows, the morning show. I believe he's been on with Mike Pinsek and on this morning, and we've had him in the news. So many times. This idea that Terry McDonough is a hack for the Democrats, is that he is wrong all the time when it comes to polling. To me, it's just a sign of how desperate Santorum really is. This guy is running scared. He sees the poll numbers, and it's down around 4% if you put the difference between Terry McDonough's polls and Franklin Marshall and Quinnipiac. 4%. And a 4% margin with 3 weeks to go, and Romney comes in with all of his money, it's not looking good. Santorum could actually be humiliated, and I think he would be humiliated. If he loses PA, it's over. And not only is it over for this run, it's over for any future run that he would ever want. In 2016, if Obama were to win, he has no chance. No chance at all. 2006 is crushed by almost 18 points by Ron Casey Jr. And then in 2012, think he is running scared at this point and willing to say just about anything, and it just makes him look even worse. I'd like to get your take, 866-391-1020. If you're a Republican and you're still with Santorum, make the case for it. I'd like to hear the arguments that you would use why it's still important to support Santorum instead of circling the wagon and get lined up with Romney. Because that makes sense to me. Get ready for Obama in November. It's going to be a hard enough battle in the first place. The last thing you need is this extended campaign where Romney's ultimately the winner anyway. So all of the dollars, all of the energy expended, and they can continue to beat each other up. Why would you want to continue to make the Republican nominee or the eventual nominee look bad? I want to get your take. 866-391-1020.
We're live, we're local, we're the voice of Pittsburgh. News Radio 1020 KDKA.
I just always love Pitt because it's my city and I always wanted to play for my city. When we go out there, we want to just give them the best show that we can. Every time we step on that field, for a select few of guys that get to strap up on Saturdays and go out there and represent their school. It's something I take pride in. I love this school. I love this university. And most of all, I love this city. I'm Aaron Donald. I'm Ray Graham. Jared Holly. Andrew Taglianetti. Pittsburgh is my city, and I'm proud to be a Panther.
Pitt football season tickets are on sale now. Call 1-800-643-PITT.
If you wake up one morning thinking, ouch, my feet are killing me, remember, the Good Feet store has helped many people find relief from their foot, knee, or back pain.
I went into the Good Feet store to correct my foot pain. All of a sudden, my back pain's gone. Totally amazing.
Learn more at goodfeetpgh.com or call 724-742-0822 or visit our store in Cranberry Township.
Want a great deal? Log on now to KDKARadio.com for KDKA's local offers. Today's offers from Extreme Teeth in the Monroeville Mall. Get a professional teeth whitening in only 20 minutes for only $59. Extreme Teeth Whitening is safe, effective, FDA approved, and uses zero sensitivity. Results will be immediate, lasting 12 to 18 months, and will be 2 to 8 shades whiter. Log on now to KDKARadio.com for our great local offers from News Radio 1020 KDKA. 718 on Mangino. Here's the phone number, 866-391-1020, 866-391-1020. I've got this posted up on my Facebook page, and if you're one of my Facebook friends, you can go and check it out for yourself and comment away. If you're not a Facebook friend of mine, well, you can't see my posts, everybody else. You've got to be friends first. So send me a friend request, and I'll get you in. But Santorum going after Terry Madonna, sure, Rick Santorum just admit his eventual defeat and end his campaign. Is Santorum desperate with his attack on Rick Santorum, on Terry Madonna? And since he virtually has no chance of winning, why are people still voting for him? Why are you still supporting him? I'd like to know. And do you think he'll win in PA? Do you think Santorum will figure out some way of winning? Or do you think Romney is going to and beat him in his own home state? 866-391-1020. Jay in Greenfield, good evening. You're on News Radio 1020 KDKA.
Yes, man, you know, why is there a firm in Spain counting our votes in this upcoming election? And why is this CEO an Obama supporter? How are we supposed to get a fair election anyway? Why even discuss all this stuff?
Well, why do you think you're not going to get a fair election?
Well, if they're going to count our votes in Spain, I never knew about